Hey, my name is Alina. Today we will discuss about Greek heroic legends. In Greek mythology, these were mythical creatures whose enchanting songs lured sailors to their doom. Their voices were so beautiful, so captivating, that no man could resist them. Once you heard their song, you'd be compelled to steer your ship toward their rocky island, only to be shipwrecked and devoured. It was a guaranteed death sentence. So, knowing this, why on earth would the legendary hero Odysseus risk his life, his ship, and his entire crew just to hear it? This story is one of the most famous parts of Homer's epic poem, the Odyssey. It tells of Odysseus's 10-year journey home after the Trojan War. He faced monsters, gods, and all sorts of seemingly impossible challenges. But the encounter with the sirens was unique. It wasn't a test of strength, but a test of wit and self-control. Odysseus was known for his cleverness, his cunning, and his insatiable curiosity. He wanted to experience everything the world had to offer, both the good and the bad. Hearing the siren's song was the ultimate test of his will, and a chance to experience something no other mortal had survived. So, how did he do it? Odysseus didn't face this challenge with brute force. He used his brain. Following the advice of the sorceress Circe, he came up with a brilliant plan. He ordered his crew to plug their ears with beeswax. This way, they would be completely deaf to the siren's hypnotic melody and could keep rowing the ship safely past the island. But Odysseus himself, he wanted to hear the song. He was too curious to pass up the opportunity. So he had his men tie him securely to the ship's mast. He gave them strict orders, no matter how much he begged, pleaded, or commanded them to untie him. They were to ignore him and only tie him tighter. As their ship approached the Sirens' Island, a beautiful, otherworldly song filled the air. The sirens sang of Odysseus's own glorious deeds at Troy, flattering his ego and promising him secret knowledge of the future. They knew exactly what he wanted to hear. The song was irresistible, just as the legends said. Odysseus was immediately entranced. He thrashed against his ropes, screaming and gesturing for his men to release him. He was completely under their spell, ready to lead them all to their deaths for just another moment of that enchanting music. But his crew, with their ears safely plugged, couldn't hear his frantic cries or the siren's deadly lullaby. They just saw their captain struggling and following his earlier orders. They rowed on with all their might, some even adding more ropes to secure him. They rowed and rowed, their eyes fixed forward, until the sound of the singing finally faded into the distance. Only when they were safely out of earshot did they unplug their ears and untie their exhausted captain. Odysseus had done it. He had heard the song of the sirens and lived to tell the tale. He was the only man in history to have accomplished such a feat. This story is more than just a cool adventure. It's a powerful metaphor about temptation, curiosity, and the importance of self-restraint. Odysseus knew his own weakness. He knew he couldn't resist the siren's song on his own, so he prepared for it. He relied on his crew and his own clever plan to overcome a temptation that would have destroyed a less strategic man. It teaches us that true strength isn't just about resisting temptation, but about having the wisdom to know when you need help and planning ahead to manage your weaknesses. It's about being smart enough to tie yourself to the mast before you sail into dangerous waters. It also highlights Odysseus's defining characteristic, his unquenchable thirst for knowledge and experience. He wasn't content to just sail by with his ears plugged like his men. He wanted to understand the world in its entirety, to face its dangers head-on, and come out wiser on the other side. This desire to know, to experience, is what makes him such a compelling and relatable hero even thousands of years later. He wasn't just a warrior, he was an explorer of the human condition itself. The story of Odysseus and the Sirens remains one of the most iconic moments in all of literature. It's a timeless tale that continues to resonate with us today, reminding us of the dangers of unchecked desire and the power of intellect and preparation to guide us through life's greatest challenges. What do you think? Was Odysseus brave or just reckless? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this dive into Greek mythology, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more legendary stories. See you next time.